Hey there, I'm here to introduce you to a new bookmarklet that I wrote in JavaScript called Squueze, S-Q-U-U-E-Z-E. And basically it's a little tool for you to use in your Google Plus stream that allows you to check out and see the people's streams inside the circle before you actually add them, which is a much easier way to tell whether or not you like them and they post stuff that's interesting to you, as opposed to Google's mishmash of seeing everything at once, only the latest stuff first. The way you install it is you triple click on the text here, you drag it to your bookmarks bar, you name it something like, oh, I don't know, Squeeze with 2 U's, and then I'll show you how it works. Basically, it's written in such a way as to minimize errors. If you're on a different website, for example, and you try to use the bookmark, it won't run. It will just simply tell you that it's not running inside of Google Plus, and that's it. It's no problem. If you happen to be on a website which is a Google website but is not Google Plus, it will do the same thing. It'll just say, hey, you know what? You need to be on Google Plus. So nothing happens if you click it at the wrong time. If you are looking at a stream and there are no circles around, then it'll just tell you, hey, there's no circles to open, no links. So it works as you would expect. When you're looking at a small circle and you click on it, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you, hey, do you want to open the first X amount of tabs for or windows for the people in the circle, the links found? And if you answer yes, what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and show you the streams of those people inside that circle, which is kind of a cool way to do it, because then you can actually see what these people are like, what their streams are like. And the cool part is that it's also customizable. There's a few parameters that you can set over at the very top. There's a config variable where you can see actually the people, the content. You can see their about page, or you can see their photo wall if you want. You can look at the post where I described the Squeeze workings here and tell whether or not it's something you like. But once you have those streams load, you can check them out individually and figure out if any of these people are interesting to you, which I think this is the way it should have been to begin with inside of Google. There should be an option to be able to do this. Now, at the moment, I can only do this for a certain amount of links, and quite frankly, if you do more than the default, it gets a little tricky, because remember that each one of them takes bandwidth and memory. So I have a limit that's fairly low, but your mileage may vary. It works fine for me on my Safari browser, which is the latest version, but if you have a different browser or different needs, by all means feel free to go in there and tweak the settings to your liking. If you are on medium circle, what's going to happen is it's still going to open only a certain amount of links. Eventually, I hope to be able to write it in such a way that allows you to open more, or perhaps all of them, but it's not there quite yet, like I said, because frankly, this is the first release, so I'll try to improve it over time. If you do open the stream, again, it takes a little bit to load. Once it's loaded, normally it's when the button appears that says that if you want to add people to the circle, or they already belong to your circles. When that appears, it's probably that all the tabs are loaded and working fine. So you can take a look at each one like that. If you have a page where there's lots and lots of circles in the stream that you're looking at, if there's more than one, what's going to happen is when you click on it, it's going to go to the maximum limit. There's a configuration variable that tells the little program how much you want to open. In this case, it's 17 as a default, because I figured that was good enough for me. You can change it if you like, but again, it takes more time. The difference between that and opening a big circle is that in a big circle, it's still the maximum of 14, for example, which is the links that are found by default. It's different when you have a stream with different circles, because what's happening is it's recognizing different circles. At the moment, it doesn't distinguish between all the circles in the page. However, it's still useful to me anyway, and with any luck, we'll be able to get it to be better over time. So if you like it, use it. Good luck!